Hello and welcome to another episode of GOA365 Story Beyond the Story. I'm Glenn Costa and with me is a very distinguished panel to discuss the SIR. They say this is about that the voters votes when they did their deletion, their entry, whatever. It's a big confusion, which I think lots of people in the country and the state also are confused. So to decipher this, I have this panel which I will start by introducing. Advocate Clafat Bab Almeida Coutinho, analyst, lawyer. Clafat Bab, welcome to our show.
Always a pleasure to be here.
Mayur Bab Parekh, senior journalist from Mumbai. Mayur Bab, welcome to our show. Firebrand activist Rama Bab Kankonkar and good friend of mine, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Kishore Bab Gaonkar, journalist, senior journalist. Once I was a member of his Guj team in thing. That time, fortunately, I lost. Next time, I won. We've been in politics, watching politics, observing politics, and being in Guj politics also for once. My good friend Kishore Bab Naik Gaonkar, senior journalist. And last but not the least, will join us also an analyst, another advocate, Siddharth Bab Saman. So starting off with Clafat Bab, tell me what is this major confusion? What is going on? There's some big fight going on, and what I don't know what exactly is happening. Plus, I heard that in one small 10-20 meter houses there are like 50 people staying, 100 people. What is going on? Explain to us.
See, what has happened is 25 years back, when the constitution completed 50 years, we thought two institutions will hold the country together. We sang praises of the election commission and we thought that our judicial system was very robust and these two institutions will hold us together. After 25 years, if we look back at these two institutions, somewhere down the line we find the election commission has almost collapsed and the courts are not far behind. Why I am saying
strong
this?
Allegations.
No. I am not saying these are the allegations simply because, see, these two institutions will be great or seen to be great, seen to be holding the country together when the people have faith in the system. Somehow the people's confidence, particularly in the election commission, has completely been shattered. See, we were making, or the allegations against the election commission were, firstly, that the election schedule is fixed to help the Prime Minister.
Correct.
This is one allegation.
Yes.
Then the next allegation was they were not conducting inquiry into allegations against the ruling party. This type of allegations. Now the allegation is that the election commission is becoming an extension of the ruling party. Now this is a very serious allegation. And why this is so? Because the charge is that the election commission is manipulating the electoral roll to favor the ruling party. Now this allegation may be wrong, this allegation may be right. So once such an allegation was made, particularly in one assembly segment of Karnataka, the only thing that was expected from the election commission was, if this is an allegation, we will conduct an inquiry.
Correct. Absolutely.
But instead of doing that, they are telling the person who is making the complaint, file an affidavit. File this, whatever you said, under an affidavit. Thereafter, we will conduct an inquiry. This is one part. Now, in that constituency, what happened was, the issue which we had raised, eka dhakल्या घरांत कितलेशे लोक, and they have given zero number for that house. Explanation is that there are a lot of poor people who do not have houses. There are a lot of people living on the road who do not have houses. This is the explanation that is given. But is their Aadhaar card showing zero? See, these are answers that have to be given by them. And if we look at one assembly constituency, it could be said that this is an aberration, provided the Election Commission conducts an inquiry and tells us that this is false. One.
Fair enough.
Now in Bihar, what has happened is they have conducted something called SIR, Special Intensive Revision.
Correct.
Now this Special Intensive Revision has no place under the election system. There is a election revision, there is a intensive revision, IR. No sir, there is no special intensive revision. IR is there. Yeah, IR was conducted before the last Lok Sabha elections, under which the ruling party did quite well. So now when they want to have say a special intensive revision, and the reason was that we want to remove people who don't deserve to be there. Kaun, Melle, people who reside elsewhere, people who should not be there, that they want to make the electoral roll clean and neat. If the intention is to make the electoral roll clean and neat, then see, their names are there on the electoral roll in 2024. Now look at the position. If in 2024 they are there, then the Election Commission has an entire machinery. If they find out that from the electoral roll X, Y, Z or so many people should not be there, they should be issued notice. They should be issued notice and ask them to justify how they are there. Instead of this, they are asking the whole electorate to load their forms. So look, and then your form has to be loaded with documents. And what is that document? In these documents, property card is there, but Aadhaar is not there. Election card is not there. Ration card is not there.
So what is that then?
The property card, your election educational qualifications and issues like that, where a state which is poor, where migration is very high, the three important cards which those people would have are Aadhaar, ration card and Epic card. And these three cards would not be considered. And after so many hearings in the Supreme Court, when the Supreme Court asked them to consider Aadhaar, the Election Commission issued notices to the officers who are accepting Aadhaar. That is how now in the last hearing of Supreme Court, they asked them to consider Aadhaar. I cannot understand what are they trying to do. See, the job of the Election Commission is to have people on the roll, not to throw them out.
So on this point I want to bring in, one second, Clever. On this point I want to bring in Mayur. Mayur, आप सुन रहे हैं एडवोकेट साहब क्या बोल रहे हैं, आपका क्या ख्याल है इस पे?
Well, this is something. Election Commission is an constitutional authority. All right. Now, when you look at the allegations, I really take the side of Election Commission, not the opposition, in spite of being journalist. And this is mainly because a person who is citizen of India do not have his address to stay. Don't he have a right to vote? Shouldn't he vote? So, a person who is staying on the street is always considered as a voter number 0 and house number 0, whether that house exists or does not exist. This is the first problem. Second problem, in the northeast, if anyone would have carried the study, especially of Assam or maybe Meghalaya, the way population has increased and the maternity homes have issued birth certificate in numbers and Aadhaar authority have issued Aadhaar card in thousands. Now the point is that is the area where you do not get a job opportunity, the lifestyle, the running lifestyle is low, living lifestyle is a low. It's not a tourist state, and it is not kind of the area which is landlocked by Indian states. All right. Nobody is going to that area and checking that Aadhaar card belongs to Indian or someone who is infiltrated in India. This is the root cause. After staying few years into that state, that person catches a train overnight, comes down to Mumbai, comes down to Goa, goes to Delhi, and then he become voter over there. Everybody knows this is going on, and since many decades this has been done. And everybody is involved, all political parties, the border security force, the government officers, because everybody gets his own share. Now, the point is that if a foreigner is going to vote in Indian election and choose the government, rather I would prefer not to conduct an election. And I think this is the reason whereby I clearly take a favor of election commission. And
Mayur, I hold this thought. Now I agree with you 110%. Right? Assume I agree with you 110%. So my point is this, which I am taking from Advocate Klafas Bab's an allegation. Now Mayur Parekh has made an allegation, Glenn Costa has made an allegation, and Siddharth Bab, welcome, you've just joined us. And Siddharth Bab is sitting, Siddharth Samant, welcome, he is sitting in the Election Commission. So as a rational government officer, what would his first reaction be? Yes, let us inquire. One sec. With this point, I will go in for a short break. Keep watching. Welcome back. Now, as I was saying, Mayurji, like if Siddharth Samant was a government servant, a very honest government servant, educated government servant, anybody, what would he say? Ah, boss, it is possible, you don't see light and rod, justice is supposed to be blind, he should know, he is a lawyer, Klafas Bab should know, he is a lawyer, that wo patti hai. So he should be investigate. अरे investigate तू पहला बार बोल ना, investigate अभी तक मैंने नहीं दिया, allegations आया ECI से, investigate word आया ही नहीं ECI से अभी तक, किधर गया वो word? So you mean to say everybody is wrong?
We do not expect election commission to be like advocate or a journalist.
No, investigate. They are supposed to investigate if that's their job.
Expert in choosing the words. But I can see their actions. I can see their actions through special revision.
Okay.
At one stage, you can't oppose the revision, and on other way, you can't say that you are favoring the ruling party.
Okay, fair enough. I would like to take a contrary view. Ramabab, what do you feel now?
One thing which they have said is election commission is an independent body.
Yes, it is a constitutional independent body.
Yeah.
Nahi to, otherwise India is in big trouble.
Exactly. So election commission, when it is an independent body, okay, when the allegations were made, as Klafas also said, they should have defended. The first thing is the political party is defending the election commission. When the incidents have taken place, the political party, a ruling party, starts defending them. They are silent. When the allegations went on and Rahulji have exposed many of the parameters, how the election
in the state where he only won.
Exactly. So
the Congress one, sorry.
Exactly. So sir, house number regarding my friend right now who is saying about house number will be 0. But whenever every person should have a voting right, no doubt about it. Even त्या खाम्यापणा कोण रावता पळय ताका सुद्धा right आसा, पण त्या खाम्याचो number घालताले. I was there in one of this where they were putting up the number of where they are staying. Correct. You cannot say that they don't have address also. If they आझाद मैदानाकडे कोणी येऊन रावता जाल्यार थंयसर मेन्शन केल्ले हा एड्रेस आसा. दुसरी गजाल म्हणटा ती, second thing is about in one house you have seen so many people over there. Thirdly, you have seen the father's name as FDA, DA, CAPA, whatever it is. And then we have also seen one house having 182 numbers. This even in Goa we have seen so much.
Yes.
The question comes is, we have come with a unique identification number for everyone, that is Aadhaar card. We have huge amount is spent for this Aadhaar card thing.
Yeah, so why can't
now
that
when
be
we have
proper?
one identification, we have one vote also. So why the Aadhaar card was not completely linked with the election? And that's one of the documents right now. Election, yeah, I think so. Supreme Court have said that this is also one of the documents should be considered. So question is, the major question comes here: is this vote chori or whatever claims, whichever is
vote chori is opposition. Basically, this whatever that revision special
instead of giving the clarity, because this is a big allegation. Vote chori is a big allegation.
Serious.
You are coming out and saying that हम लोग अपने औरतों का वीडियो दिखा सकते हैं क्या? So this becomes little dramatic, and this becomes little Bollywood style reply of an election commission, because we are asking accountability of the votes. We are asking the accountability of our vote, one vote, where the one vote has been gone. But I don't find the election commission is serious about the replying, but they want affidavit to be signed. It's a very simple thing. Process and the election commission, the rules within 1 month of time you have to reply, and then 45 days you have for the court. Now almost it is gone already.
I think
so now it is pointless. Second thing, most important, when the allegation is coming, there is nothing said that we will set an inquiry by the election. If they were transparent, they should have said that we will set an inquiry and we will come out with it.
The courts didn't have to say that. You had to do that.
Exactly. Right? The data which has been given to the parties is given by the election commission through hard copy.
The election commission is not a body to decide citizenship. One. And citizenship, a non-citizen has no business to be on the electoral roll. Okay. But that burden should not be pushed on every citizen to prove your citizenship.
It's the other way around.
It should be the other way around. That the election commission should prove that he is not a citizen.
In this case, it's not.
Yes, it is. In this case, the burden is reversed.
Okay, sorry. Kishore Bab, तुमचे म्हणणे कितें आहा हेजेर?
Thank you, Glenn. पहिले सुवातेर दोन eminent legal experts are here, Advocate Cleopath and Advocate Samant. आणि दुसरो म्हणजे आमचो Rama, जो
Rama and me are man from the street.
Absolutely.
I mean, not from the party, please.
Whatever हे SIR आणि vote chori and whatever the issue is being going on, त्याचे legal ताचे कितें हें आसा पळय ते मांडपाक दोन आमचे लिगल मनीस एक्सपर्ट्स आसात. आतां एज अ जर्नलिस्ट आय एम बींग अ रिप्रेझेंटेटिव्ह ऑफ अ कॉमन पीपल. जशें दोतोरान सांगलें की आमची डेमोक्रेसी जी आसा ती डेमोक्रेसीचे मेन फाउंडेशन कितें तर ज्युडिशियरी एंड इलेक्शन कमिशन.
ऑफकोर्स
आतां हो जो सगळो SIR प्रोसेस तातूंतले लिगल वॉट इज सिटीजनशीप, वॉट इज आधार, वॉट आर अदर डॉक्युमेंट्स, हे सगळे तूं गजाली पयस दवर. पूण ह्या सगळ्या इश्यूआंतल्यान एक कॉमन मनशाच्या मनान आतां इलेक्शनाच्या संदर्भातलो जो विश्वास आसा पळय तो पयस जाला. 100% जाला. 100%. and that is, I think that is a big threat and big danger for our democracy. कित्याक जाला? अरे अशें कशें जावं शकता? सी दोतोरान बद्दल सांगले प्रश्न तो ना. SIR तुम्ही इट इज अ गुड प्रोसेस, कारण क्लीन इलेक्टोरल रोल्स गोंयान आसा. जानेवारी 2026 गोंयान SIR सुरू जातलो. ते ऑलरेडी विषय कितें आसा की जेन्ना तुम्ही इलेक्टोरल रोल करेक्शन करतात 65 lakhs नावां तुम्ही डिलीट करतात. इट इज नॉट 65,000 or 600 and 600 people. 65 lakhs voters are being deleted. ह्याचो अर्थ कितें? म्हणजे हे वोटर मेले, राज्य सोडून गेले, कितें तेका रिजनिंग जाय न्हू. आतां ऑफकोर्स दॅट रिजनिंग दिवपाचें काम इलेक्शन कमिशनाचें न्हू. तांकां दिसलें की दीस आर द पीपल नॉट एलिजिबल और फॉर वॉट एवर रिजन्स दे हॅव टू बी डिलीटेड, दे हॅव डिलीटेड. बट that figure of 65 lakhs voters is being deleted during that SIR process is a big question mark. बाबा हे कितें चल्लां? 65 लाख लोक हे अकस्मात SIR प्रोसेसांतल्यान भायर कशे पडटात? हो जालो एक विशय. दुसरो जसो दोतोरान सांगला की डॉक्युमेंट जे दिले तेणी तातूंत आमकां आतां प्रत्येक गजाली तुका हें कार्ड अशें जातलें, तुका तें कार्ड अशें प्रत्येकाच्या बॉल्सान आतां कार्डां जाल्लेलीं आहात. आनी ते कार्ड करताना तुका दिसता की हे कार्ड आता फायनल म्हणून आणि दुसऱ्या कार्ड येता. ह्या प्रोसेसान जे डॉक्युमेंट तांच्यांनी दिल्ले फॉर द वोटर्स टू बी रजिस्टर्ड तेतून आधार ना, एपिक ना, दीज आर द बेसिक थिंग्स नो.
आणि हे ना तुझे बीपी का वॉटेवर
रेशन कार्ड ना. हे बेसिक आणि स्टेट कन्सिडरिंग बिहार सारखी स्टेट ज्या पॉवर्टी आसा थंय, बाकीचे जशे वदळ आमच्या मयुरान सांगला तशें की लोक स्ट्रीटार रावतात, तांकां कितें मतदानाचो अधिकार ना, ओके. पण ही जर हे जर वास्तव रियलिटी जाल्यार मागीर आमी विकसीत भारत आणि 12 वर्सांचे राज्य, राम राज्य आणि कितें तरी चमत्कार देशान घडला, खंय घडला? रस्त्यार जर 0 एड्रेसाचेर इतके लोक रावतात जाल्यार वेर इज द डेव्हलपमेंट?
Okay.
What answer you will give to the high claims of your development?
Fine, that we'll talk about later in another discussion. आम्ही आणि होई पावले.
No, because हो issue, ह्या इश्यूआन हे वायडन केल्लें आसा for debate and discussion. It is not limited to only election and process. It is related to everything.
No, for me, and in fact, I think for Klafas and even for Samat, the point is today democracy means elections.
Yeah, absolutely.
If that is not there, second thing, and if we don't believe that, then you go to the court.
The main thing is that the election commission must do everything and anything.
Correct.
That makes the people have faith in the system.
Yes, absolutely.
So, this is the secondary point, but I'm saying that talking about that Supreme Court and whatever this legality, illegality and all, and then perception we'll talk about later. Unless you want to start, whichever way you want to do.
पहिली गोष्ट म्हणजे as a matter of principle was a revision process असा पळय, that must be implemented. There is no doubt about it. Now, two aspects of the matter. एक large section, ते 8 लाख काय कितले आहा ते important.
8%.
What 8% काय कितले आहा ते important now. A large percent of the voters have been taken away. तेका एक particular BLO report धाडटा, त्याच्या प्रमाणे वता ते. It's not just that randomly, okay, हे 4 काढ, तेचे 5 काढ. It is not some selection process or some interview process which is being done. That is done by way of a data. It is proper, some sort of a homework is done, on groundwork is also done, and based on that, if they find these are not genuine, परत तुमका, because alternative तुमका हे दिल्ले आसा न्ही, suppose जर if somebody is aggrieved by it, आता timing 8 दीस उरले, 15 दीस उरले, 6 महिने उरले, it should have been done 6 months before. We'll come to that. But as a matter of principle, अशा तरेचो exercise हो जावपाक जाय. जे बोगस वोटर्स आसा, वेदर दे हॅव कम फ्रॉम बांगलादेश, वेदर दे हॅव रिपीटेड ट्वायस, मरून गेले, और ते थंय नाच बोगस वोट म्हणजे मनीस नाशिल्लो, दॅट हॅज टू बी विडेड आउट. हातून काय प्रॉब्लेम जावपाक शकना. अनदर पार्ट विच हॅज बीन, कितें ताचो हव्वा चल्ला सगळे कडेन, सेईंग दॅट एकीच कडेन एकाच नंबराचेर 20 वोटर आसा, 200 वोटर आसा, अशें खूब कडेन जाता. हे पयलीं पासून आजूच जावना. हे लेटस अजूम आतां फाल्यां हांगासर IIT बांदतले, कर्नाटकाचे लोक येतले काम करपाक, किंवा आनी खंयचे तरी लोक येतले, ते 3-4 वर्सां थंय आसतले. सो कांय प्रॉब्लेम ना. एका नंबराचेर म्हणजे दे वील बी एट वन प्लेस स्टेईंग देर. 200 लोक हाडले म्हणून तांकां कितें वोट करपाक रायट ना म्हणटा तूं?
No.
One minute.
Wait. No.
I'll make my point.
Laborers which come,
yes.
like for example,
Yes.
laborers
So
come from Karnataka. You have to check if they have got their
So
cards
exactly.
everywhere.
That's
no. This is what happens in Goa.
That is what. That is so
correct. It's happening Goa, Karnataka. Basi आता election
time बसी येता तिथून
fantastic point. I'm addressing that. See, if one person is having at 2 different places, that also is incorrect. Nobody says that is right. But one minute, and this is not about BJP or Congress. As far as
Karnataka is won by Congress, not BJP.
That's what I'm telling you. I am aware. Thank you. As far as एक वोटर 2 कडे रजिस्टर आसप, it is not something that has been happening much from. So therefore, only now because of this technology, it is only now पहिलीच्या आता इलेक्शन माल प्रॅक्टिसीस किंवा वोटर 2 कडे वचा, बूथ कॅप्चरिंग, हे 1970s 80s एज वी आर प्रोग्रेसिंग, या अशा तरेचे हे खूप कमी जाला. आणि इनफॅक्ट आता करता करता आणि थोड्या वर्षान आणि दिस इज नॉट अ पॉलिटिकल पॉईंट. आय एम नॉट सेईंग बीजेपी इज देअर इन द सेंटर दॅट्स वाय इट इज बिकम. काँग्रेस सुद्धा आयले जाल्यार कमीच जातले आता ह्या फुडें बिकॉज टेक्नॉलॉजी हॅज स्टेप्ड इन. आता डिजिटलायझेशन चलता, सगळ्यांचे फोटो घेता. आता एज यू सेड इशू टॉक इज गोईंग ऑन दॅट आधार कार्ड आणि हे लिंक जावपाक जाय आणि कितें लिंक जावपाक ऑन ग्राउंड इट विल टेक सम टायम. पण आता मे बी टुमॉरो रेटिना स्कॅन विल कम बट दॅट्स दिस कॅन yes
we were just doing one session earlier about
everything can be hacked
finally. I need to go in
so
for
therefore
okay just finish yeah okay
so therefore now these things are becoming less. Opposition आणि बाकीचे हे जे कोण क्रिटिसाइज करपी आसा just because BJP is in center therefore defame election commission, defame Supreme Court. In fact, it is this nature of the people which is going to weaken our democracy.
I don't know about that. I think opposition is necessary for democracy.
No, I am not saying they are
any opposition. I am not talking about opposition parties.
So opposition have to be on point. Just because they are in center or in ruling, therefore I will criticize it no matter what. Out of the term,
every opposition does it. Karnataka BJP is attacking.
Then
in Tamil Nadu.
Opposition.
I will one second. I need to get a break.
Opposition करतले पण इलेक्शन कमिशनाचो रोल इलेक्शन कमिशन करता काय ना हे क्वेश्चन.
With that point I will end this particular episode. So this is heating up because why? Because ultimately perception of the people and the confidence of the people in the election commission and the judiciary is very important for a huge humongous very culturally and multi-racial state to survive and reach where we want Vikshit Bharat 2047, number 1, number 2, number 3, GDP and wherever in the world. Thank you. I'm Glenn Costa and this is the first part of this very important discussion. Keep watching. We will be back.